comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Time for one more play here in the quarter. He's back to throw again on second down. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kentucky 17, Georgia Tech 3.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Well, the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick it off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the right side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching it downfield. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm. Eventually, you're going to hit some big plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And here's the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Again, he makes it second and medium. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Quick, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position, were able to stop that reverse in its track.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. And he'll set up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Nope, he is stopped short. The defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Ball handed off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. A good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Going to try to use his legs here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead. And these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He breaks free. Broke one tackle, but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, the spin move, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Tech offense is back out there. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, got to get some consolation points here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Nice catch by the receiver along the sideline. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he's got it. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. And the Yellow Jackets will line up now. It's first and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. backed up inside their own 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.